Hey, what's up guys? Today, I'll show you a zombie horror film, The Resort. Spoilers ahead, watch out and take care. The film begins with a worldwide news report about a believed security breach at a world-famous hotel called Resort. Allegedly, a protocol called Brimstone has been activated, implying that the scenario beforehand is a post-World War Z, where humans have finally defeated a horde of zombies, leading to 2 billion deaths. This protocol was used 10 years ago, as it was the only cure to the spread of the virus, bombing with severe collateral damage. The remaining zombies are kept on an isolated island, and they are hunted for sport by guests, organized by a female owner. There is also an airport and a camp surrounding the facility run by Hope For You, a worldwide charity dedicated to refugees to help lessen the refugee crisis and cope with the humanitarian disaster that the outbreak has sparked. As the reporter almost ends her live report with a question on what hope humanity has. If a facility with billion-dollar security can be overrun, multiple planes soar by, giving confirmation to her question. Flashback to several days, leading to the events that led to the disaster. Melanie, one of the people who suffer from psychological issues because of the outbreak, asks her partner, Louise, to go to the resort. Someone has shared with her how the facility helped them cope with the post-war trauma, and she wants to try it, as it is her last hope to solve her problem. The following day, the couple arrives at the luxury-holding space with a diverse group of guests. While waiting in the lounge area, the couple sees through the small gap in the glass windows a little refugee girl holding a teddy bear outside. Melanie says hello to her, but before the little girl can reply, her mother takes her away to return to the camp. The hotel staff then calls the guests' attention and leads them to the resort through a boat. Along with the couple are Jack and his wife, teenage video gamers Sadie, whose ex-fiancé dumped her days before the wedding, and a middle-aged man named Archer. As they settle in their room, the couple is informed about an orientation, which turns out to be introductory lessons before they can shoot zombies. They practice using guns at the shooting range, and during this short period, it's revealed that Louise is an ex-veteran. Later that night, as the new guests meet the visionary mind behind the island, Sadie leaves. As the resort owner delivers a short speech to excite the guests, Sadie sneaks into the control room. The resort owner ends her speech with an intense staring contest with a lady zombie held by her men. All the guests, aside from the couple and Archer, cheer in excitement after witnessing this. Meanwhile, Sadie hacks into a mainframe and downloads some files before leaving. Unbeknownst to her, Archer accidentally sees her coming out from the control room, which evidently is for staff only. On the other hand, Jack continues to scream in excitement as he finally has the chance to apply what he has learned from playing video games in real life. The following day, the engineers experience erratics in the system, but refuse to inform the owner of it, as they are terrified of losing their jobs. They keep the problems to themselves as they attempt to fix them. Meanwhile, the six meet their tour guide, who will take them to their most awaited event, hunting and shooting zombies just outside of the facility. One group shoots zombies quickly as they stand above some high rock formations, while another shoots zombies freely as they are restrained. Meanwhile, Melanie's group is on the middle ground, where they can see the horde of zombies not too far away. Sadie refuses to participate in shooting, while Louise urges Melanie to hit her target. However, Melanie cannot bring herself to shoot her when her target looks straight into the female zombie's eyes. As Louise comforts Melanie, Archer shocks them by displaying his impressive shooting skills. Archer never miss, and after that amazing and shocking revelation, the tour guide takes them to the safe space where there are tents for them to camp. As they leave the vehicle, Melanie shares her doubt with Louise about her decision to spend a lot of money to come to the resort. Louise comforts her, telling her to enjoy herself rather than overthink because it has been done. Meanwhile, Jack and his wife try to impress Sadie by sharing their empathies about her situation and bragging about how they won the trip to the resort from an online game. On the other hand, one of the engineers traces the lags in the system made by Sadie last night. They reluctantly inform the resort owner about this, and the system goes erratic as soon as they do. This causes a momentary problem as the fenced-in pens and restrained zombies are freed, but the engineers immediately override the system. However, it only lasts a few seconds before the system goes erratic again. This time, the system is jammed and cannot be controlled anymore. The facility's security goes offline, releasing all the zombies and the arrogant guests. The people once laughing at them for being restrained are now doomed. They cannot leave, as the vehicles can only be started through the system, so they have no choice but to run for their shitty lives. The released zombies all over the facility begin attacking and infecting the guests and staff. Panic strikes in the control room, but everyone becomes mortified as the zombie horde comes in. The resort owner watches in fear as her employees get bitten, but when she sees the lady zombie staring at her, she promptly runs her smelly ass to her office and locks herself, leaving her staff outside. Meanwhile, the guests outside the resort on the safari have no idea what happened. Melanie joins Sadie sitting on the car's hood as she also cannot fall asleep. They engage in a small talk, with Melanie sharing how her hatred for zombies formed. Her dad is a very kind man, and she watched him turn into one of them, and now she's in a resort full of zombies. The discussion deepens, and they're now talking about the ethics of killing zombies as a way of fun and sport. Sadie says she believes that if people can kill zombies like a piece of meat, then it's just a matter of time before the living turn to kill each other. Just then, they see a zombie walking toward them, so Melanie immediately gets off the hood and wakes up everybody. Sadie stares at the zombie, failing to bring herself to shoot it, despite Melanie's urging. Fortunately, Archer kills it with one bullet to the head. As they gather around, the tour guide shares that the safari's fences should have kept the zombies from a distance, so the guests could still have fun without getting bitten. The tour guide turns off the vehicle's lights around the area, revealing a horde of zombies surrounding and walking in their direction. The guys immediately start firing, while Sadie and Melanie run away and hide behind one of the tents. The tour guide attempts to call for help, but the computer-controlled vehicle informs him that Brimstone Protocol has been activated, which will burn down the whole resort soon. Meanwhile, when Melanie goes to the tent to give Archer a gun magazine, she almost gets infected, but Sadie is quick to save her. They go on top of the car one by one, but Jack's wife gets bitten, so Louis has no choice but to kill him. Archer stops the firing, and the others follow him as they have killed all the zombie horde around their area. As the morning comes, the tour guide informs everyone that it's only a matter of hours before the island will be fire-run to stop the spread of infection under the Brimstone Protocol. The staff is told to go to the dock to escape if the inevitable happened. As the vehicle won't start, Archer leads them on foot toward the docks, as it's the only way. As they walk into the forest, Archer suddenly signals them to stop and be silent. The deafening silence lasts for a few seconds before a zombie appears. It attacks Jack, but the tour guide immediately kills it. They move on and see a car crash into the fence not long after. The girls go through the bend-out fence first, while the guys begin firing at the zombies coming their way. Suddenly, a zombie grabs Melanie, but Sadie acts quickly and shoots it. Archer goes through last as more zombies keep coming, but then one zombie manages to go through and infect the tour guide. Melanie tries to calm him down when Luz kills him with a headshot, angering Melanie. As they continue to walk, Archer reveals that he went to the resort because shooting and killing zombies are the only thing he's ever good at. As they can see the docks from out afar, Archer threatens to leave Sadie behind unless she reveals what she did the night before the security was breached. Cornered and left with no choice, Sadie confesses that she's a member of an undead rights activist group. It turns out she was sent to the resort to download some files from the resort's mainframe to prove its dangerous and unethical practices and shut it down. All the documents are contained and encrypted in a flash drive, and when Jack hears this, he says that Sadie has been played. The activist group actually used her to upload a virus into the system and destroy the resort. Sadie's reaction implies that she genuinely has no idea of what could possibly happen, so she tries to apologize, but only Melanie listens to her. Although angry at her actions, Melanie promises not to leave her behind. The group goes to the abandoned place where there were once restrained zombies, as they need to pass it to get to the docks. While avoiding the zombie horde attack, the group gets caught in tunnels, splitting them into two. Archer and the two go one way, while Jack and Sadie go the other. Archer gives the direction where to meet with his hand, but when Jack and Sadie go there, Sadie gets bitten. She runs away with Jack, but knows it's only a matter of time before she transforms. So she gives the flash drive to Jack and sacrifices herself to provide Jack with the time to escape. Jack reunites with the others, and they immediately lock the zombie horde through the fences. After that, they enter the resort, where they go through a dark hallway to get to the security area as the system's down. As they walk deeper, they sense the zombie horde nearing them, so they have no choice but to escape through what seems to be an oven hallway. They immediately close the door, but then a zombie falls down through the open roof and infects Jack. Not to take the risk of being infected, Archer kills them both. Everyone remains silent as they enter the other door, revealing the refugee camp. This is when they realize that the resort has been using a charitable front organization in order to lure refugees to the island and transform them into zombies, so the business of killing the undead will continue to boom. Just then, the little girl with the teddy bear they had seen earlier comes out of a tent, infected. She hisses at them, signaling the other zombies in the area to come out, prompting the trio to run. Archer holds the door close, while Melanie and Louise hold the other one, as both entrances have zombie hordes waiting to infect them. After helping Louise close it, Melanie goes to Archer to help him, who's struggling to hold the zombie horde on the other end. Melanie repeatedly calls for Louise's help, but the war veteran takes the chains hanging on the open roof and leaves them. Archer dismisses Louise's betrayal of them and urges Melanie to flee to the docks, which she reluctantly does, while he sacrifices himself. Melanie calms herself before running to the roof, passing by a horde of refugees turned into zombies, hanging like pieces of meat. After leaving the security area, Melanie runs into Louise, who has been bitten. Instead of killing him for leaving her and because he's infected, Melanie gives him her gun for him to end his own shitty life. She then runs into the control room. Melanie almost gets attacked when the resort owner suddenly grabs her into her office through the side door. She shares about the crawl space under the terminal. However, Melanie cannot take it and accuses her of being worse than the zombies for killing the innocent refugees for profit. The resort owner tries to take the gun away from her, causing it to slip on the floor, but before they engage in a struggle, the horde of zombies manage to break in. They immediately attack the owner, while some ignore Melanie, who quickly runs away for her life. She manages to escape the resort, but even the zombie hordes in the safari are chasing her. Melanie continues to run and manages to save herself by leaping into the sea as the Brimstone Protocol begins. 3 weeks later, Melanie has released the resort's secret to the media, and while her name gets on the news, Archer, who unknowingly survived, watches in silence. Melanie has never had a public appearance in the media, but she did leave a statement. She claims people lost their humanity when they won the past war with a zombie outbreak. Melanie finishes her statement with a warning for a new war with zombies. The film ends with a live feed of the same reporter from the film's start, in which it can be seen that the island zombies wash ashore near the refugee camp to start the new zombie war. This is Daniel CC Movie Channel. Stay safe and enjoy your day.